This old job is always causing stress. All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest. I know Thursday night is on the way. Down in troubled waters, Mike's where the pay. Pour me a drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away. I know that I'll be among my friends. The mic's where the page goes live again. There we go. Said things were bad and he was feeling down. I told him Thursday's on the way. Leave me in troubled waters, Mike's where the page. We'll be pouring drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase our blues away. We know that we'll be among our friends. Little Mike's where the page goes live again. There we go.
What's up, everybody? It's winter. Not the dolphin. I filmed that a few years ago. Kind of feels like that right now. I'll never forget, I had that little blob of snow. I think it made it all the way down to like Macon, Georgia. I watched it slowly melt. It was so funny. I always go up there at least once a season to storm chase. Snow chase, not storm chase. Oh, man, the dogs are all wired up today. It's cold. We had to turn the heat on. When you have a thin-blooded redhead who was born in Florida, the house was 69 last night, and she came out. I was working on Christmas lights, and she was very animate about it, about putting the heat on. Dad, it's freezing. So we got the heat on. The annual burning of the dust. Wasn't that bad, actually, but it was the first time our heat was kicked on all season. So I don't know about for you all, but we got it up to a warm, toasty 71 right now. So how's everybody doing? Good morning. It's our daily brew. We're going to talk a little bit about weather. Not a lot cooking out there. There is some storms brewing we need to talk about later in the week, upper Gulf. We'll talk about some things like that. We got, I think it's kind of quiet. 2 more days officially in the hurricane season, but I have a feeling it's about over, right? Technically, we have 2 more days. Technically. No live tomorrow, by the way. I'm heading southbound and down, heading to Fort Lauderdale, meeting with our good friends at Tiger Dam. They're going to be doing a display on their flood systems for homes, and kind of excited. I think they're going to have an actual display set up where they're going to showcase how those little sandbags, alternative to sandbags, work. If you guys and gals live along the East Coast, if you remember when Ian and Nicole took out the seawalls, there was this big orange temporary dam. Well, that was basically the same type of concept, same company, but now they make them for homes. So we're going to be down there tomorrow. I might do a live tomorrow from there. We'll see. But no official live tomorrow. We'll be back Thursday. And we'll be going to 3 days a week, probably starting next week. We always do Monday, Wednesday, Friday during the winter time. So that's what we're going to start next week. All right. Cool. All right. So our Daily Brew, I'm just an average Joe like y'all and talk weather. I'm not a real meteorologist, just a hobby blogger. Welcome to our page. We've been streaming live since 2016. Located here in Oldsmar, Florida. We have 2 dogs, Louie and Hunter. This is Hunter. We love to chit chat weather and more. Share life stories. Who knows what else? So thankful that our good friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits have been on board for 5 years supporting our little Daily Brew, and couldn't thank them any more than that. They have been a great part of our weather family for sure. So thank you. Thank you very much. So tonight we got a special thing here in Oldsmar. I'm going to talk about it here in a second. So, Southern Soul family from Missouri. What's up? Vivid Adventure. What's up? I want to say hi to some folks. Richard Reamer says it's 44 in Quincy. It's cold here. Good morning, Ryan Sullivan. Good morning, Mr. Ian Campbell. Jamaica is warm. Let's all go to Ian's house. It's warm in Jamaica. I've refused to put socks on. I've been trying to do a little bit more work on the front yard, but we got to get our golf cart decorated for tonight's little Christmas tree thing. So, Venturous Realtor, good morning. St. Simon's Island, I know where that's at, Matthew. Robert's from Texas, 40. I actually flew to Texas for Harold. We only had 2 systems. Well, we actually had one on the East Coast, very minimal tropical storm. Actually, we had one in January, believe it or not. Macon, Georgia, Sheila Peak. Do not speed on Interstate 75 going through Georgia. I can tell you that. Those local sheriffs do not put up with anything. That's for sure. Well, we live in our little area tonight, city of Oldsmar. You might not know this, but they have a huge Christmas tree. Massive tree. I don't know, it's probably a good 40, 50 foot tall. And they're doing a big ceremony tonight. They have a local school there, and they sing choir and music. They have a snow machine, and they're lighting it. I get to light it since I was their Citizen of the Year, so that's pretty cool. I'll be on the stage. We're going to light the Christmas tree tonight, 6 p.m. So if you're in the area, come on by. I shared this morning. I figured I'd just show it again. This is my annual tradition of turning on the patio heater. And I actually was working on a TikTok, and the dang thing ran out of gas, and it got cold quick. But this is my excitement, is being cool outside and turning the heat on. Something about hot and cold. It's how I like my food, too. Current tips here. We'll just leave these up for a second. It's going to be a lot colder tomorrow. That's for sure. Cheers. Two exciting things. Shelly, I got the calendars. So we have this cool little magnetic refrigerator calendar we give out to Brew Crew annual subscribers. We got those in the mail, and we also got our 3rd year Cat 5 shirt. So if you've been a member of the Brew Crew now, so year 1 members get a shirt, year 2 members get a shirt. All 3 are different. This is our design for the year 3. So it says 3rd year Brew Crew member, Mike's Wear page. So we got them. So if you've been a Cat 5 member for 3 years, you should be getting one before Christmas. And if you're a new Cat 5, guess what? You get one in 2 years. We have a different design every year. So our little way of giving back, saying thanks for supporting what we do here. Julie's folding them on the table. So these are little wind barbs, kind of showing you what's going on. We got a strong wind still coming in from the north here, but look at these temperatures. High temperatures today aren't even going to get out of the 60s for most everybody, 50s for most Florida. So it's going to be one of these days where it's still cooling off, believe it or not. Like the cold air is still rushing in. So all the wind's blowing in from the north. It's in the 50s. Let's look at the wind map real quick here. I want to show you this. Hunter, get over here. He's going over there to go to the bathroom. Come here. There's your cold winds blowing down, bringing that cold attic air. Right here is where we're going to be watching in the next couple days. This stuff's going to start fueling storms to watch. So our tail end of our front is going to be the weather story in a couple days. We'll get into that here in a minute. Here is some other stuff I had up. This is so your max temps today. Miami 74. Not going to get in the 80s. Nobody's in the 80s today. 69 for Naples, 61 for Orlando, 50s for the Panhandle, 60s across Texas here. So these are high temperatures, still in the 30s in the mountains today, but tonight is the big numbers. Look at this. We are dropping. Now they're saying 41 here in Oldsmar, 42 in Tampa, 50 for Fort Myers, Naples area, 53 maybe for Miami, 51 for Lauderdale, 35 for Jack. So we're going to see freezing temperatures here across inland areas, no doubt. These are low temperatures tonight. So real cold front tonight. It's going to be chilly. Chilly, chilly, chilly. This is an interesting graphic the National Weather Service has put out this morning, kind of showing you probabilities of 32 degrees or less. Chiefland, 70%. Gainesville, 12%. This is Wednesday morning, Thursday morning. But, we're getting down there pretty close to Pasco County, Brooksville area. So we could see some random 32s in Brooksville. Probably those areas that are a little cooler than others. Atlantic's helping keep it a little warmer here with the winds blowing in off the Atlantic. But these winds that make it down through the Panhandle don't get warmed up, so we get these low temperatures when we have a wind a little bit more out of the eastern part. So when the winds are blowing in a little more at an angle, they don't get that warm Atlantic air. They get, the Panhandle's up here, so it kind of doesn't get the Atlantic. So that's why we get a little more colder here on the eastern or the western side of the state. So we might see some freezing temperatures down to Pasco County, maybe. And I can't wait for sprinklers. Somebody just mentioned sprinklers. John, I love doing that, man. I love the sprinklers, man. I do it every year. It's amazing to think that the water does that. I always set up little props, John. I put up a table, a couple chairs. I used to go to like Lowe's or to the dollar store and get like little postcard looking things, so when the water drips on it, it looks cool, little pine trees, like a little kid. I wake up more excited when we have sprinklers on than I do at Christmas. Sometimes I'm like, I peek out the blind. Did it work? Did it work? Because you don't know if it's going to work or not. You go to bed and you hear the sprinkler running. And I do the one that does this because it needs time to freeze. So I think if constant stream doesn't do it, it's got to be one of those, So there's that. Miss Mary Carroll, what's up, Shelly? Yeah, I'll be heading down to Lauderdale tomorrow. So, but anyway, all right. This is big storms brewing. This is what we're gonna talk about here for a minute. I got a cool graphic here. I've been using this graphic a lot more. This is water precipitation basically in 24 hours, but it gives you a really good idea. If you look at what's going on currently, you can flip over here to the current infrared and you can kind of see what's bubbling here. This is leftover front, but those waters down here are warm. We have a strong jet stream pumping out of that Pacific. This is all El Nino, believe it or not. Strong jet stream fueling this pattern of south rains. And that's been talked about a lot, and I'm seeing it firsthand. Strong jet stream fueling the western Gulf, and sometimes we're getting multiple rounds before another front comes in and whooshes it all away. So we got multiple bands of storms brewing Thursday, and then we have over the weekend, especially upper Gulf area. So this is what's happening now. Like I said, it's kind of neat to look at because you kind of see it bubbling down there. And it's this leftover front. Let's take a look at another different angle here. We can look a little more, kind of see the convection starting to really get brewing down there. So, nothing tropical, obviously, but this is definitely, things are, sticking around a little bit. And this is where things are going to get interesting. Here, so how about that, right? This is what it looks like. This is the area. It's already a day 3 outlook. Those are kind of not rare, but when you start getting yellow on day 3, that's pretty high confidence we're going to see storms. Now, these storms are going to make their way into Friday, so I have a feeling we'll see some sort of a alert here on Friday. Peninsula's not getting anything, sorry. So this might be Friday. And then like a little teeny weeny little break, and then we have it all over again. Here's the moisture. This is what it's going to look like. It's really neat. There's bubbling. Here's throughout the day today. Strong jet pushing this energy to the north, merging with a kind of a one frontal line. And there's our first, storms Thursday, Friday right here. And then our second surge comes up Saturday, Sunday here. So the darker colors, purple colors, is rain. This is into Sunday and Saturday. So it does appear, we looked at it yesterday, it does appear that we got a southeast rain event this weekend before a final push early week. Here's Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning. So we get a storm, push. And this is Tuesday, Wednesday next week. High confidence. What it looks like here, there's some pretty deep winds here on Thursday and Friday. So Thursday morning here, we start to see things brewing. These are lower level winds, 850 millibar. You can see the wind bars, winds coming up, starting to fuel off of that Gulf warm water. And as it pulls up, we get that storm potential. And those winds, really get whipping even on Thursday night. We could see that. This is why the SPC is highlighting this area on Thursday night. Follow the wind barbs here. Let me put it up into a bigger little picture here. It's fascinating. Let's open the image in a new tab and really zoom in on it. So there's your wind barbs, and there you go. So you got winds coming in from the west, you got winds getting pulled up from the south, and you get a lot of instability here. There you go. That's for Thursday. And then we get down to on Friday, we could have some lingering into Friday mornings. This has kind of got my attention. So we know the SPC is highlighting this area Thursday, but Friday could also get interesting a little bit more on the eastern side. Now, as we've been showcasing, Florida rains are like non-existent peninsula side. So let's look at rainfall. Show you what's cooking on that, because it does not appear that the south past I-4 is going to get much. So here's that first blob of storms. This is on Thursday, Friday. Then here comes our second blob over the weekend. Heavy rain. This is through Sunday morning. So through Sunday morning, we're going to see a couple inches plus in the red areas. And then here comes that front line, and it just completely misses Florida. Here's rainfall through Sunday night. So a lot of rain. Minus, here's the overall picture. I hate to exclude anybody, but here's rainfall through Sunday night. Florida Peninsula, what did you do? It's actually creeped up a little more north. So it does not look like the peninsula is going to have any rain this weekend. Now, a little bit maybe when that front comes through, but it ain't showing up much at all. So those are pretty significant totals. Let's go to some more model maps here, because there's 2 surges of storms coming this weekend. We got the main Thursday one, and then we got over the weekend one. There's going to be like one blob and then another blob, and then the front pushes it out. So some of the latest rainfall predictors, they backed off a little bit. but not really. There's still totals of 5-6 inches here across the peninsula or panhandle northward. Everybody in the red's 3 inches here. So I mean, this is through the weekend here, but this is through Wednesday next week. And what do we say about Interstate 4? Interstate 4 is like a force field. Like everything happens north of Interstate 4 this week. Isn't that crazy? But there you go, latest rainfall. Not a lot of snow in the long range forecast either. Don't know where the snow season's at, but not really seeing anything popping yet significant. I know the GFS has been teasing model runs, but until we get some sort of consistency, there's just nothing to really put any money on. I mean, obviously you're out west and north snow, but yeah, right? What's up with that? So there's that. But we'll just keep an eye on things. Here's a good way to look at the storms that are incoming. Hey, we got some freeze. Let's look at this. We got freeze warnings tonight. Freeze warnings. Freeze frame. Freeze warnings. Let's look here. Where's my Google radar? All right, so we go to Google radar and go to layers, hit winter down here, and here you go. So all this area in purple tonight is in freeze warnings. That's incredible. Louisiana, southern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, all the way to South Carolina, even the coastal areas of north. We got freeze warnings in Wilmington. All the way to Topsail Island, Topsail Beach. These are freeze warnings tonight. Look at that, all along the beaches here. Myrtle Beach, Charleston, all the way down into past Gainesville. Freeze warning tonight. Below, so freezing for 6 hours. So that's pretty big. Here's your freeze watches. But Perry, we mentioned this yesterday. Perry can't get a break. They go from a Cat 3 Idalia to tornado outbreak to now freezing temperatures. Panama is going to get a little break. All this area is going to be getting a little help from the Gulf of Mexico, keeping the warmth away on the coast side, that is. So doesn't look like a freeze in Pensacola. Kind of just north of you, inland a little bit. But it's still going to be cold. It'll still hit freezing. It just won't be very long. So, it's not even December yet. What's up with that? It's November 28th. Lofus, good morning. Tropical troubles. Yeah, severe weather, freezing temps. Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, the warmth, I guess crazy. I mean, kind of crazy. I think a little weird. I mean, look how fast it warms up. We go a massive warm up in Florida, for example, daily high. Look at this. So today we're barely going to break out of 50s here in Clearwater, 59 maybe for Clearwater today. But watch what happens. Look how fast the warm up is. Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. So look at the difference. Friday, today. 59, 58s for a high. Middle 70s for a high. 25 degrees swing there. 20 degree swing. Wait, I didn't go to school. But anyway, middle 80s. And then on Saturday, it's even hotter. It's getting hot down there. It's Saturday. Upper 80s. Sunday, upper 80s. So where did it go? Big difference, right? There's Sunday, middle to upper 80s, lower half, 70s up north, and today. So anyway, heat brings storms. All right, let's look at windy real quick. Windy is pretty awesome because it shows you things a little more broke down in time. And so here's that blob. It's going to get pulled up. Check this out. Let's go to tomorrow, Wednesday. It's going to wrap around this high pressure area. So we got this high in place because it's cold front basically, right? The front came through, high pressure blocking. Backside of this high gets storms, winds kind of pulls around that high as our next system comes in. So you start to see it here. That energy pulls up into Texas early Wednesday or late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. But the big storms really start to come into play here. This is Thursday, 11 a.m. and then boom, Thursday night. This is Louisiana, a little bit in Mississippi, mainly Oklahoma, Arkansas. This is eastern Tennessee here, Beaumont. But that's showing up. I mean, this is it gives you a ballpark idea. See that low, 1,005? Anytime you get a big dip into jet like that. So there's storms on Thursday. Now watch what happens. These fade over here to Friday morning. Here's Friday morning. Still thunder and lightning, upper Gulf, New Orleans, into Florida here on Friday morning. Now they kind of fizzle out a little bit midday Friday. This stuff, we still have a blocking high pressure over Florida. So the reason we're not getting anything, follow these wind bars. We have a high pressure here, and the winds are just kind of blocking the ability for these storms to make it in. That's why we're not going to get it. They follow these barbs around. So here's storms Friday. So they could still be lingering here along the upper Gulf Coast. And then look what happens. Another surge of moisture comes in late Friday night. This is overnight Friday night. This is Saturday early. Look at this. Here's our second surge. And that's another big ass surge. Excuse my language. This is Saturday morning, 6 a.m. So another round. BOGO rounds of storms for the upper Gulf coming. Your first one is Thursday, late Thursday, early Friday morning. So there's Friday morning, and then your next surge is Saturday morning. So like within 24 hours, you get another round. Thank you, El Nino. And again, blocking high pressure over Florida. And then we get a little frontal line. Here's that frontal line coming in Sunday night afternoon here, Sunday afternoon. And it finally pushes strong. And then we'll get some cool air behind it. So there could be a little rain Monday in the peninsula here. Maybe is our front. This is Monday morning. This has been showing up pretty consistent. And the temperatures behind it, back to 50s again Monday night into Tuesday morning, with your highs on Tuesday in the 70s. So there you go. Monday, the front comes through. Highs are back to low 60s up north and 70s down south. So makes sense to me. What about you? Mikey, can we put a stick in the hurricane season? I believe we only have 2 days left. But yeah, I would almost bet money. How about a lot of money? I can't. Well, actually, technically, if you go by the NHC, there's nothing expected in 7 days. So that would mean, but it's so tricky, right? We had a January system last year. So, anyway, anything else we could talk about? Good morning, Jason Triplett. What's going on? My transmission buddy. James, good morning. Emily has her letter of intent signing Thursday. I thought she was here. I did a collage. Maybe I'll show it Thursday. I don't want to get up. But I did a collage about 100 photos for her. She doesn't watch this, so I don't have to worry about it. And the weirdest thing, I got to tell you this funny story. All right. This is very weird. So I listened to Pandora. I have a Jimmy Buffett station, and then over the years I've tweaked it to add songs that I like. You do that. You put Morgan Wallen, Skinner, whatever. So it's my station. I love Pandora. And then all of a sudden, I'm working on this collage, and this song from Shania Twain came on from this moment. And Julie's sitting over there, and I'm like, this is a weird song. I'm like, I never get weird songs on my Pandora station. Well, then I started listening to the lyrics, right? I'm building a collage for her college commitment, and it's like from this moment. It's so weird. I swear I held back tears because I thought. Then I started listening to the lyrics. I said, somebody's singing the song to me about Emily. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, my little story of the day. All right, so there you go. Lots of weather in a short amount of time. Appreciate tuning in. Got about, not even 2 weeks left on our awesome rates here. So if you're still thinking about our cruise, I posted in our little cruise group today. We got a hotel that we're all staying at the night before. It's going to be fun. Started getting a little more excited today because weather's closing down the hurricane season. So yeah, our prices unfortunately have to go up in 2 weeks to normal prices. So we're 2/3 the price of Royal right now. So, but anyway, it's a great week of fun. Families definitely welcome our families come. So if you're debating on it, better call old Kim today. Kim's number right here. Kim Shipley, travel agent of the year for us. And she'll help you out. Tons of good times. Come hang out with Shelly and family and Phil and family and mine. So we'd love to see you. For sure. But remember, there's no live tomorrow, but I will probably post a little something down in Fort Lauderdale because I'm going down to a convention. We'll be back live Thursday for sure. Yeah. All right. See you. See you tomorrow. Or Thursday. Stay warm. And I'm debating of whether to put socks on or not. We'll see. I got to go to Walmart and finish decorating the golf cart. I got to find something for the nose of the golf cart because it doesn't look festive enough. So I got to get that. All right. See y'all Thursday. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.